Hey y'all. Today we're going to talk about the movie Dead Male. I saw it on Shudder. It's a new movie on Shudder. And I want to talk about it. I want to give you my honest review of it. And this is going to be the first of many review videos that I'm going to make over movies that are currently available as of when this is filmed at the movies or on streaming or something like that. But of course horror movies, because horror movies are my favorites. So this is a real big trending movie right now. It's called Dead Male. um, and I wanted to check it out. It's on Shudder. If you have Shudder, I think you should check it out. I really enjoyed it. So it's a weird movie, and I don't just like horror movies. I like weird indie horror movies the best, and this one kind of has all of those elements. First of all, you're watching it and you're like, "Oh wow, what decade was this made in?" It looks like an 80s movie, and it was really, filmed that way, and it really achieves that effect. But it's not an 80s movie. It was just made like, last year. And, now it's out on streaming. It's a new movie, but it looks super 80s. And, I don't give spoilers usually. So I'm not going to give spoilers on this one. But let me just give you a brief rundown of the general gist of it. It involves a kidnapping, okay? It involves synthesizers, like this little one right here, this little synthesizer I have. I love my synthesizer. I didn't realize that synthesizers could be so complex. I thought they just, put them in a computer or something. But this movie has a very advanced look at maybe older synthesizers and their importance to the world or something. There's, they're the catalyst for why there was a kidnapping. Um, it involves a kind of crazy guy. And, early in the movie, he says, "Oh, mother says this and this." Whenever someone mentions their mom as mother, you should probably stay away from this guy. I don't know how many red flags you need, but yeah, you could just kind of tell this guy was weird. And it has interesting music in the background, like Debussy and Bach, classical music. I guess maybe it's probably free to use that music if it's out of copyright or something, so that's why they use it so much in here. I overall really like the soundtrack of this movie. Yeah, it's an 80s movie. It it has really good acting. I think the acting is good. The story's unusual, and it takes place in a kind of with a few flashbacks here and there, but it's a pretty good movie. So I sat down to watch it, and I ordered from Grubhub this like Wendy's meal, and I think it went well with the movie. It was a spicy chicken sandwich. There was actually a lot of chicken in this movie, chicken teriyaki. And I also got a Frosty. Of course, you get a Frosty if you're going to Wendy's. And this movie actually had a scene where I'm not really sure what it was, but the villain in the movie was so overcome with his villainy that he goes to the freezer and takes out a tub of ice cream and just starts stuffing his face with it. I got a kick out of that. So I think that's a good if you're gonna pair any food with this movie, I would recommend ordering Wendy's. So there's a kidnapping, but it becomes a thriller, but it's also a horror movie. It gets scary, and you don't really know what's going to happen next. And like I said, I thought they had great characters. They were very memorable characters, and each character was sort of turned into a character of some sort. They weren't just people just standing around. So I liked the characters in the movie. I think it had good character. I don't know if they developed over time, but they certainly had an identity, and none of them were really forgettable or anything like that. And yeah, I liked the acting. I liked the screenplay was a little threadbare, but it was fun. It was a fun movie. It was a fun little horror movie, a fun little indie horror 80s weird little movie. And I enjoyed it. So the Duck recommends seeing Dead Male. I think you're going to have a great time with it, especially if you're into unique little weird movies. I think this is a little gem out there. It's new on Shudder. Give it a try. Give it a try, and get yourself a nice chicken sandwich and a Frosty, and you will be good to go. And I think you'll like it. I know I sure did. All right. Well, thanks for watching. See you at the next movie. Bye.